Hello, hello, hello. Come on in, come on in. Come on in. It's your girl Chic. I've been gone for a minute. I had to travel for work, so I just got back and I was inspired to either do a pre-record or a live. I'm normally used to doing a live, uh, but either way, I want to get the information out just because it came up while I was traveling. So come on in, come on in. Got some things to talk about. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, bless up. How you doing? I missed y'all. I've been gone. I had to travel. I was in Boston this week for work, and so I was busy. So I'm out of touch with a lot of things that's going on in these YouTube streets, but there was something I want to come out here and share with you all. Just because, child, your girl became, listen, I'm at dinner the first night and I become the center of conversation at the business meeting. Y'all, all because the man asked me how old I was, y'all. The woman clutched her invisible pearls. So there you go. I had the damn explain and why the hell I look the way I look. And I'm used to kind of people being surprised that, when I tell them certain things, but I'm just used to it. But there was just one thing that she asked, and I've never been asked before. And I said, maybe I know I don't look from the body like most people my age, but I guess my face don't either. So I don't really think about it a whole lot, but as I encounter people like on the internet going live, people make little comments like, okay. But what really kind of had me kind of going thought was just me being removed from the internet, just being out in the world and just having conversations with people and them really like being confused by the information I'm telling them. And listen, it's a lifestyle, I tell you. It's a lifestyle. When you know, it's a lifestyle. So it's so funny because you tell them I do this, and that. And they be like, wait a minute, I don't want to do all that, Chic. I don't want to do all that. I can't just sit on the couch, Netflix and chills with the damn bonbons and popcorn. No, that ain't what I do. That's not what I do. So it's so funny. And I said, I got to damn help the people out. I got to help the people out. Y'all, when I say everybody was just looking at me and I was like, what do you want? I don't know what to tell you. Listen, it was a white woman that was, listen, white woman, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. So, y'all know I like to save lives and help people. So I said, well, let me get on this damn internet. Let me just try to talk to the people and just tell them some things. So that's what I'm here to do. Come on in, hit the like button, and we're going to talk about it. I'm going to tell you some things that you may not know. And there was a lot of things I didn't know, things that I did in my lifestyle that I didn't realize that benefited me in the way it did. And it's just like, oh, okay. So come on in. I want to talk about it. And y'all know on this channel, I'm all about helping, and that's just what I do. That's what I do. So I want to come out here and just talk to y'all about some things that I found in my research as it pertains to just anti-aging. And pretty much most of the things I kind of apply to my life. But like I say, it's a lifestyle. So you got to get that in your head that it's a lifestyle. So come on in. I got some things. Get your pen and paper. We're going to talk about some things. Hello, D-Fit. Welcome back. Thank you. Probably in my 30s, maybe like early 30s, maybe some 20s. She didn't say how old she thought I was, but listen, this is the question I've never been asked before. So it's the conversation start. I'll give y'all the background. This is the first night. I had a business trip, so it was at dinner. And this Puerto Rican guy, one of my colleagues, we were just talking and he asked me my age. And I told him my age because I'm not one of those women who don't like to say they age. I quite frankly don't give a damn, but maybe it's just because of how confident I feel with how I look. And I'm used to, they finna be surprised any damn way. So let me don't tell the man. So I'm like, well, I'm 43. My birthday is next Friday, October 25th. So I tell him my age. So the white woman to the left, she started getting on him about him asking a woman her age. Like I said, I don't think so. But shit, she asked me some shit I ain't never been asked before. So after she get on him about asking me my age, she whispers to me and she says, have you had any work done? I said, huh? Because I ain't never been asked that one before. I said, come again? What? Have you had any work done? I said, no, you haven't? No, no. So that's when she's like, oh my God. And she kept pushing like, what is it? What is it? Like, how do you look this way? She was confused. So I'm sitting next to, it was a black woman in between us. She, I don't know how old she was, but I'm sure she probably looks younger than what she is. So she's sitting there, me and her get, understand. Karen don't understand. So she like, what do you mean? Like, well, how do you look like that? Do you exercise? Do you do this? Do you do that? So I'm saying, well, yeah, but it still wasn't enough for her. So finally I hit her with, I said, it's the melanin. Hell, it's the melanin. So some of you may or may not know, melanin, the melanin in our skin is very beneficial for us. It's like a natural anti-aging. So it's a natural UV. So I have some notes and things I want to share with you all. But the more melanin you have in your skin, the better. It helps with the aging process. So I hit her with the melanin because, yeah, she ain't had none in her, at least not visibly, because she was just so confused and I didn't know, and then, so I'm like, okay, so that's why the first point out of my, I think I got about 6, 7 talking points. My first one is genetics. The melanin, that's genetic. So you ain't going, hopefully you ain't, but you got some folks in the industry going to try to buy stuff. But you're not supposed to be going and buying melanin. It's something that you naturally have. So people of color, we have melanin. So that's a benefit to us when it comes to our skin and how we age and things like that. So that was the first thing. So I don't want to discount that, as I talk about, how I'm aging the way I do. So I do want to lead with that melanin. So my point I have pertained to that, it's a natural sunscreen. It protects the skin from harmful UV rays. So I put sunscreen still on my body, on my face, because I walk a lot. You all see I'm outside, and sometimes it'll impact my skin. And burning for me, with me being impacted, isn't necessarily burn. I'll get bumps. So I use sunscreen to help alleviate that, to prevent that. So that's what I use. But pretty much my moisturizer, my daily moisturizer in the AM is going to be, as far as my face, is going to be a moisturizer with sunscreen in it, sunscreen. I also learned as I was researching that the melanin also protects us from what something is called, maybe you've heard of it, I'd never heard of it, reactive oxygen species, or ROS. So when the ROS build up, they can cause stress, premature aging, and health concerns such as diabetes and cancer. So again, people of color, if you're in here, if you have a lot of melanin, it helps, it's going to help you, and prevent you from that buildup. That also helps you fight against, with diabetes and cancer, things like that. So if you're a melanated king or queen, that is a good thing. Be proud of that, y'all. How many times y'all see folks on the internet, using these bleaching agents, trying to take away their melanin, strip it away. And that's just not what you want if you want to, age slowly and still have a young, like, youthful look. You want your melanin. Don't read your melanin. Chosen One says our melanin is synonymous with vitamin D. Exactly. That's why I like to get out here. I said, let me do this video while I walk. I like to walk in the sun. I tell my husband all the time, you got a melanated queen. You got a melanated queen. But y'all, I do be having to protect myself with the sunscreen because, listen, I love the sun, but sometimes it don't be doing me right. Like I said, I'll get the bumps from the heat. It seems like the last couple of years, maybe about 3 years, it's been feeling hotter and hotter. I live in Georgia, so the sun has really been having an impact on my skin. So this year I didn't play around when it came to my sunscreen like I have in the past. So because of that, I did well with not having, the sunburn or the breakouts with the bumps or whatever. So, but now when I was on my damn cruise, y'all, I got jacked the hell up. I did. And it looks like I didn't pay attention to the travel size sunscreen I bought. It maybe been waterproof because, child, I was jacked up. So I had to come back. Now I'm back to normal. The bumps had to dry up. But normally at home in Georgia, I'm good with the, I use the Neutrogena SPF 70. So I use that all over my body. And for my face, I use the Aveeno SPF 30 or 15. Either one of those do pretty well with protecting my skin. So I use sunscreen. So some of you may want to give that a try. I was talking to my husband just today about sunscreen, and he was saying, he's been hearing talks about some people thinking sunscreen isn't all that beneficial. I don't know. I know it has worked well for me this year when it comes to like protecting my skin and not having like the breakouts. So the sunscreen has worked for me. So you can give it a try and see how it works for you. Hello, Karen. Hello. Let's see. What's the next point I want to make? Y'all. Now this is the one when I told the lady I lost her at. I mentioned, she said, do you exercise? I said, yes. I said, yes. She wanted to know the frequency. I'm like, well, I'm doing something daily. So I'm either walking like this, which is going to be 3 to 4 miles. Usually, like you guys, I'm most likely what you'll see me walk is just going to be a little more than 3 miles. And I'm just walking literally in my neighborhood, my subdivision. But if I usually go walking outside of it and at a park, it can be more than that. So I'm either walking or I'm damn exercising like you all may have seen me on my videos. I'm doing something. So I'm always moving. I am always moving. Weight loss, a lot of times, when we lose weight, you all ever see people weight and you're like, man, you look younger. I had been, before going on my trip, I had been thinking about that. Like, what's the deal? Why is it that when people lose weight, why are they looking younger? Y'all, there's a science behind that. There's something to that. So I want to talk about like what it is that contributes to that. So when you're exercising, it is, hold on, let me get to my notes because I didn't want to lose any of my points. When you lose weight, the point made is when you lose weight, your skin becomes tighter and more toned, which can reduce the appearance of wrinkles and fine lines. So I will say, you all, because I started doing my videos, like showing you all and all of that in June. I'm on the camera a lot. So I'm looking at myself a lot, and because I'm, the camera is facing me as I'm doing these lives. So when I'm working out, I'm looking at myself in the camera. And I have noticed, I'm like, damn, I do look really young, as I'm trying to respond and answer questions to people. And so now I understand why I may feel like I'm looking younger is because my skin has become tighter in tone, which reduces the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. So it's increasing the blood circulations. As you exercise, the blood circulation, and it delivers skin cells. So it's renewing the skin cells. So as you're exercising, you're not only increasing the blood circulation, you're renewing the skin cells. So it's like you getting a makeover. It's a new you, as you're doing that, because you're revitalizing yourself. You're bringing life back into yourself. So I'm like, okay. So I'm seeing that just within myself, even though prior to, I still had a youthful look, but to me, I've taken more notice as far as when it comes to like my face with feeling like I'm looking more youthful. So I see, I've learned the science behind that there is something to that. Examples of exercise that you can do to get this effect is going to be like aerobics, walking, cycling, running, swimming, just something that gets the blood flowing. Because what you want to do, you want to get the blood flowing. That's what you want to do. And then that's where, when you rejuvenating like the blood cells and all of that, that's what's helping you when it comes to, getting those benefits and getting the nutrients into the cells. So Defense said, whatever you sell, I will buy it. Listen, Defense, I'm trying to deliver the message. Folks want to know. Child, when I say all eyes was on me, I was just like, y'all, I'm just trying to eat my damn chicken. I'm just trying to have a damn meal. I done came off a plane. I'm just trying to eat. I'm trying to live. And these folks was like, listen, what is it? What is it? So, y'all, I'm telling you what it is. So that goes into exercising, help with improving the skin elasticity. So that's going to be the opposite of having dry skin. You want to keep moisture in your skin. I daily, twice a day, apply moisturizer to my skin. Like I said, in the AM, I'm using a moisturizer with a sunscreen. And then I also use a moisturizer in the PM when I wash my face. So I tell y'all a little secret. When I wash my face in the morning, I do a cold rinse. I do not apply any type of soaps or anything to my face in the morning. I do a cold rinse, and then I apply my moisturizer that I'm using at that time, because it has changed over the years. So I do that. In the evening, I wash my face with a soap, a cleanser. And then I apply a moisturizer. So I only put like a product, like a face soap type product on my face one time. One time. I don't do it 2 times a day. I do it 1 time. I've been doing that for years. I learned that from online. It was like an Asian. A lot of times y'all see, Asians will age very well. It was an older Asian lady years ago I came across on YouTube, and she said, that's how she did it. In the morning, she would do a cold rinse. She didn't apply like the soap or anything to her skin. She just do a cold rinse. So I started doing that. To add to that, something that she didn't tell me, my mother told me when I turned about 30. So now, you all, I'm about to be 44. So now I've been doing this for 14 years, what I'm about to tell you. Whatever you do to your face, you do to your neck. How many of y'all have seen people's face look one way? It might look young and youthful, and then the neck doesn't look that way. Or even the hands don't. So what you do to your face, you do to your neck. You want it all to age the same. However the hell you aging, you want the shit to match up like some matching socks. You don't want it to be separate where people confused like, damn, her face look 30. Your neck. So I started doing that at 30 years old. My mother told me that. And listen, I all you got to do is damn tell me once. And my mom looks very youthful for her age. So I started doing that. All right. So just want to throw that in there. Remember, y'all, don't forget that one, because that's like a big one, because a lot of folks be having old looking necks. And it's just like, who was that I noticed? Y'all know who Tracy Edmonds is, Babyface ex-wife. She used to date Dion for many years. Right after she left Dion, she was in the media a lot, and she's beautiful. And I'm looking at her, and I'm like, man, and she's like, Tracy got to be in her 50s. I don't know how old Tracy is. She probably closer to 60. But I'm looking at her face, and I'm like, oh, she looks beautiful. She looks very well. she's aging well, like her face. But y'all, her neck didn't match her face. I'm looking at her neck and I'm like, wait a minute. Why her face look like this, like her face giving 44, 45, but her neck giving 60? I took notice of that because my mother taught me to take care of my face and my neck. And a lot of times she told me that the neck will tell the age. Take care of your neck too. Don't skip that. Do not skip that. Don't skip that. That's a big one. But that was what the telltale for me, for Tracy Edmonds. I immediately noticed her neck. Pre-pandemic at a company I worked for, one of the managers, he came over, he complimented me about my skin and how young I look, how youthful I look. And so at that time, I was maybe like about 39 because I turned 40 during the pandemic. So I was maybe about 39, 38. So he's like, Sheik, he was like, you look very good. Your skin looks great. Like, you know, and I started telling him some things and taking care of my face and my neck. He was like, you are so right. He was like, I went on a date with this woman and he was like, her face looks beautiful, like very young. But he was like, but her neck, he was like, Sheik, I noticed like her neck looked very aged. It didn't match what her face looked like. And I said, yeah, I was like, you got to take care of both of them. You got to take care of both. So y'all, listen, whatever age I'm giving, I want my neck to give it to, whatever that is. You just want it to match. You just want it to match. Let me read some of the comments, y'all, because I got my notes because I'm walking. I don't want to forget anything. But I definitely want to talk about that because I think a lot of people neglect their neck. When they take a bath, you know, yeah, it's one thing you're washing your neck, but I'm talking about like your moisturizers, your stringent, whatever you're doing on your face. I'm saying do that to your neck as well. I don't think a lot of people do that part. So you don't want to skip that part. Chosen One says, I do the same thing, cold water on my face in the morning when you know, and I use the witch hazel before bed. I've heard of witch hazel over the years. That's just never one that I've used, but I've heard that has great benefits for the skin. So you all research this thing. That is what I did because actually it's so funny how the universe works, or as we talk about how like these phones and electronics hear what we're saying. So I told you all about the conversation I had, you know, with the woman, you know, well, it really was multiple people in the conversations. We were at dinner, but she was the main one. Mind you, this woman to me looked to be probably in her early 60s, but I wouldn't be surprised if she wasn't even that old. I'm sure, hell, she might have been damn closer to 50. But but y'all know some non-melanated people don't always age the way we do, y'all. It's a thing is a thing. So I think that's why she was most intrigued. So I don't even know how old she was, but whatever it was, she was, child, wouldn't it be something that she was closer to my age? Anyway, so when I came back, there was a video recommendation that came up, and some of y'all might have seen it because it had like 56,000 views with a woman who was 56, black woman, like she's around my skin complexion, melanated, and people are always surprised at how she looks. So she talked about things that, you know, she's learned and what she does. So it inspired me to say, you know what, let me put something out there because there are things that she said, you know, I apply, but there are some other things as well that she didn't say. So I'm like, let me just put my version out. So I didn't know, I initially was going to do like a pre-record, but I'm like, I'll just do a live and do a walk and talk, and you all can, therefore, if you have some questions, I can kind of answer them then for you versus y'all getting in the comments and I got to get through all the questions or whatever. So y'all definitely drop questions if you have any. But yeah, so that video came up. So I'm like, yeah, let me just do my own video on what has worked for me. What else it does? Exercising can also reduce the puffiness and dark circles. So remember, it helps with plumping the skin. So when we lose weight, it reduces the puffiness and the dark circles under our eyes that can make us look tired. So that helps with reducing that. How many of you, like some of you all, you see puffiness in your face a lot. You got the circles and things and you look tired, or you might feel tired. Losing weight can help with that. So some of you who aren't really happy with maybe what your face is giving these days, are you a healthy weight? Maybe you can try losing some weight, and losing it in a form of like exercise, not like taking something like a pill or a shot, because I can't imagine the pill or shot doing these things naturally that I'm saying that happens when you exercise from the blood circulation. So I don't know. I've never used any of those like weight loss products like the Ozempic and all of that. So I don't know. So I can't speak to that. From my research, is speaking to how your body can respond in a positive way from exercising and losing weight that way. So that's the part that I want to encourage you. Exercise also helps to reduce the appearance of the wrinkles, because when you lose weight, your skin becomes tighter and more toned, which can reduce the appearance of wrinkles and fine lines. So y'all, I exercise a lot. And as I said, when me looking at myself in my phone when I'm doing the live, I see like, wow, like my skin looks different. It does. Everything, I just have a more youthful appearance. Y'all, I've learned the science behind why. I learned. So I want to come out here and share it with you all. Child, if y'all know me, you know I don't play about my damn sleep. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Make sure you are getting your sleep in. Now, I'll tell you about me. I don't get a lot of hours of sleep at one time, like say at night where I'm getting 8 to 10 hours. I'm not sleeping long like that. Typically, my sleep time is anywhere from 5 to 7 hours at a time when I'm sleeping overnight. But I nap 90% of the time in a day. I will get a nap. I talk about this a lot on this channel where I'll say, y'all, I laid down, I woke up, seen it went down in the YouTube streets. I've been doing this since I was a child. I find times in my day to nap. Sleep helps to produce growth hormones, which can keep your skin looking full and your muscles toned. It also helps regulate hormones that control appetite and weight. Try getting more sleep. If you cannot get like a lot of sleep, like overnight, like me, try to find times in your day where you can take a nap. Typically, if I will nap, it will be 1 hour to 2 hours. The more, the better for me. But sometimes, you know, with this content creation, during the day, I'm working a job and then I'll do my content around it. So I may be able to only maybe nap for maybe about an hour, at least an hour. But I've learned that it has benefits to the anti-aging. And I'm like, bet, I've been doing this all my life. So I'm good. So if you're not getting enough sleep, if you're not napping, try doing that. It has health benefits to doing it. More sleep. Try to figure out how to get it in. I also learned that during sleep, the skin undergoes a critical repair process, including the production of collagen, a protein essential for maintaining skin elasticity and firmness. Y'all, collagen is a big thing on the market where they sell products with collagen in it. Because as we get older, we naturally start to lose that. The collagen in our skin is what gives us that youthful look. So when you start to lose it, that's when the aging and things come in. So people be buying, I've taken supplements before where liquid collagen. So on and off over the years, I've taken things centered around collagen. Y'all, now I don't even think about it anymore because like I said, hell, when I look at myself, I be like, damn, y'all, I mean, you do look real young. But as I'm learning, y'all, I'm always exercising. So I'm really benefiting from what my body is doing from exercising. So the free is exercise. I always say, you know, exercising is free. You know, that collagen, whatever, if you need to boost your collagen, you got to buy that. And it can be expensive. It can add up. The liquid collagen I was taking, you know, it was maybe like $30-something a bottle in the last couple weeks. So I don't take it anymore. I still have a bottle. I haven't even been taking it because I just been exercising and things. So I don't even think about it. But if you feel like you're lacking collagen, you need more, look for supplements to boost, to give you that. And also exercise, more sleep, those things as well can get you more collagen as well. Let me see. Tanae says, I'm a night owl, but as I've gotten older and later, I go to bed the worse I feel the next day and I'm less productive. Yeah, I mean, I know when I'm in my season of doing heavy content creation, I feel like overnight and things like that, I get less sleep. I eat less because I'm so busy. So, but with 2 channels, you all may know, I have the 2 channels now. My backup, my second channel, Chic Speaks on it. So sometimes I get, it's rough trying to toggle between 2 channels and grow 2 channels. So it is important for me in between when I'm doing content between the 2 channels to get rest. Sometimes I'm up at night, maybe creating a thumbnail, getting prepared for a show for the next day. So it's important for me to get rest in during the day because I need to pick my energy up I got to have a certain amount of energy, you all, to be able to do a live. Like, that's the thing. It takes a lot of energy out of us, content creators. When we go and do live and you're talking like that, like, that's a lot of energy. So I have to be prepared for that. I have to get my mind prepared for that. So I make sure that I at least rest for at least an hour. At least an hour. An hour is enough for me to rejuvenate and have the mental clarity to be able to put on a show, which can be 2 hours or more. Lately, I've been keeping around a 2-hour mark. But y'all remember there were times when I was good for 4 hours or 5 hours. I don't do them that long like that. But 2 hours is a good time for me with going live. But I got to be rested for that. Hey, Rhoda, how you doing? Hey, Laura. So ladies, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you get your rest in. Alcohol. So, you all, I'm not a drinker. I'm not a drinker like that. So, I don't typically have more than one of an alcohol beverage when I do have an alcoholic beverage. I'm either not going to drink at all or I will have one. And even when that pops off, that's going to be maybe like a once every 2 to 3 months type situation. I'm not a drinker. I'm not a drinker. So I feel like because I don't consume alcohol a lot, that has contributed also to how I look. Sometimes alcohol, I've seen people who do drink a lot and they look older, just like smoker. I don't smoke. I've never smoked anything a day in my life. Nothing. I've just never smoked anything. I grew up as an asthmatic. So, child, I'm like, hell, I already can't afford. I can't damn breathe on my own. I don't need nothing else to get in the way of damn breathing. So that was initially my thought pertaining to like smoking and cigarettes. And then just with anything else, I just don't. Listen, y'all, 2 fun facts about Chic. I've never smoked anything a day in my life and I don't have any tattoos. 2 fun facts. So, this is real simple right here, y'all looking at it. It's real simple and basic. It's real simple and basic. So, I don't drink. So, on my business trip, I see as I look around, like everyone is drinking. Most people weren't like me where they had 0 or none. I did 1 last year, this same trip. I didn't even drink any. This year, I'm like, I'll do 1. Child, they had minimum 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But again, these are the same type of people who look very different than I do as well when it comes to their bodies and how they're aging. So there is something there. Control your alcohol intake as much as you can. Just try to control that because that will contribute also to your appearance and whether or not you're going to look youthful or if you're going to start to look old, tired. Your skin start to look dry. Y'all, that alcohol will jack you the hell up. Alcohol will jack you the hell up. Laura says, so we drain you out. Listen, Laura, the internet can drain me. Yeah, Laura, it's not y'all, my subscriber. It's just the shenanigans of just the internet. And when you're a content creator, you're following it. So you're having to be like, oh my God, what's going on? So I got 2 channels right now that got people that's doing the absolute most, that are very just draining from a mental standpoint with trying to keep up with all of their shenanigans. You got Rose on one and her shenanigans, and then my backup channel, I've been covering a lot of Diddy content, and every day something's coming out on that. So it can be a lot. So I have to rest up in between. Laura said my favorite beverage is water. So I have that on my list. Water as well. You said I have 26 subscribers and I have a troll. Lord, you listen, you doing something. Lord, you got you a troll, girl. So let me see, where did I leave? So we talked about sleep. We're on alcohol. So you want to up your alcohol. So what I learned about alcohol, why it's not like the best for our body and works against us when it comes to anti-aging. Alcohol is a diuretic, which means it causes your body to lose fluid and nutrients. Dehydrated skin could look dull, dry, and wrinkled, and may be more prone to eczema. So some of you, if you have some issues where your skin look dry and dull and you got eczema, are you drinking, child? Are you drinking? How often are you drinking? Try to cut back. Minimize that greatly, or even possibly remove it, and see if that will make a difference. Alcohol works, will reduce your body's production of collagen. So as I say, just naturally with age, you're losing collagen. So the alcohol is adding to that. So if you already naturally just losing it anyway, without just drinking, you throw alcohol in the mix now, child, you done damn doubled it, so you losing it even more. Can we afford to lose collagen faster than we already are? That would be no. That would be no. So if you're somebody who wants to look more youthful in your appearance, definitely start moving away from that alcohol. Definitely you want to move away from the alcohol. Inflammation. Alcohol triggers inflammation that can make skin conditions like acne and rosacea worse. So some folks still in their adult years, they like grown as hell, they still experience bad acne, breakouts, things like that. So it could be alcohol. Y'all start moving away from the alcohol. I gave you many reasons to start backing away from the alcohol. If you cannot back away altogether, definitely you want to greatly reduce it. Next, I want to get into makeup. So I rarely wear makeup. When I was on my cruise for 7 days, I'll tell y'all when I do wear makeup, what the makeup is. My makeup will be a brow pencil and mascara. Y'all, them two things, them two things, that's all I got for you. That's all I got for you. A brown pencil to darken my eyebrows and mascara. That's it. I put it on one day, I think, on the cruise out of the 7. And I don't think I put it back on again. And I hadn't even put that on since probably like May. So I'm a natural girl, so I never put anything like foundation and all that. That just never goes on my skin. That just don't go on my skin at all. So I don't even got none. Child, I ain't even got none at home to put on. If I literally have to go out shopping to buy makeup if somebody looking for me to try to put a full face on, because I ain't got the products. And y'all, makeup ain't cheap, so I'm gonna have to go out and buy all this. Listen, child, listen. I ain't doing all that. I'm not doing all that. So makeup. So I've learned when makeup is worn for long periods of time, makeup can clog your pores and therefore limit collagen and elastin production in your skin, leading to lines and wrinkles. Makeup also worsen existing breakouts and trigger more frequent breakouts. Child, I see so often people with bad skin, women with bad skin, and they'll have this makeup on. And to me, I feel like they're wearing makeup to try to hide it. But to me, I feel like it's making it worse. I feel like, y'all, so let me tell y'all what motivates me that I wear makeup. What motivated me, because I've had seasons where I'll wear them. Remember, I done told y'all them damn two things. I've had seasons where I wore those two things like every day. And that was probably a year or more ago. I'll go through times where I'll be like, I'll be anti and I don't want to wear nothing. And then I'll have times where, okay, I'm going to wear something. So, child, I've been anti for about the past year. But, y'all, what motivates me to not wear makeup is because when I see beautiful women, usually they're melanated women, and they just have naturally clear, beautiful skin, and they know, and I know these women personally, and they don't wear makeup. I find the most beautiful women to me are women who are just natural, meaning they don't wear makeup. They just, it motivates me. I be like, damn, I want to be like that. I want to be like that, to where I'm just giving what I give naturally, and either you're here for it or you're not. What you see is what you get. What you see is what you get. I like that, you know, so I like being a what you see is what you get kind of girly. And when I see other women who come off that way, I just find that they're just so beautiful. Their skin is just great. They look really young. And it just inspires me to be like that. So I be like, I'm going to be like that. I'm going to be like that. You know, I have a sister, and I feel like, so you all, I have sisters. I have two sisters. They're twins. And they're just only months younger than me, y'all. They're literally like 9 months. Like right now. So another fun fact about me. Y'all ever heard of Irish twins? So that's when you got their siblings, and like your birthdays are within like 12 months of each other. Well, I feel like we're Irish triplets because remember, they're twins and I'm just a solo child. I'm older. Their birthday's July. My birthday's October. So for 3 months out of the year, we're the same age. So right now, we're all 43. Remember, my birthday is on Friday, so I will be 44. To me, my twin sisters look younger than me. And y'all think I look young. The twins, to me, they look younger than me. When I look at them, I think they look younger than me. And then there's one that don't wear any makeup, nothing. And I just think she looks so young, youthful, very clear skin. And so, again, that's why I talked about like genetics. We're all part of the same family. My family, we gray later in life. So, y'all, I don't deal with graying. So what you guys see, this is like my natural dark color. These go blonde on the ends. When I was 3 months into being locked, I wanted to do something to my hair, so I colored it. And then I did it the one time. And it's been growing out since then. So that was in December of 21. So this all up here, this is all my natural hair. So I'm not graying yet. So I'm sure that's another thing that contributes to me looking young. I don't have gray hair. So I'm going to be 44 with, I ain't got no gray hair. Listen, it ain't no gray hair. So it's a family, it's a genetic thing. We don't gray early in my family. I don't have gray hair. So that's something that works favorably for me. But sometimes I wonder, you all, if some of the things that I do with my life contributes to that. So I use a lot of natural oils. I'm a natural girly. So, child, I'm goddamn trying to use the olive oil, the coconut oil, the jojoba oil. My hair's been natural and, relaxer free since 2010. So my products I use a lot are like natural products. So I've wondered if maybe that has contributed to maybe the slowing down of the gray. Because like, I don't know anybody else outside of my sisters who don't deal with the gray. It's like, so most people, my peers, like they've been dealing with gray since they were like their early 30s. And that's not a thing for me. I be wondering what I'm gonna look like that day when I start to get gray, like what it may look like, because it's just not a thing for me. And I'd be like, damn, I'm in my 40s, approaching mid 40s, and I still don't have gray hair. So I ain't got that going on. So I'm sure, that adds to, my appearance as well. Let me see what else I got on my notes. Let me get back to my notes. Cancel. So makeup. Let me see, where did I leave off? So when we talk about water, Laura mentioned drinking water. Somebody mentioned drinking water. I think it was Laura. You want to drink water. It's recommended 6 glasses a day to stay hydrated and healthy. I don't I don't count how much water I drink, to be honest, you all, but I'm going to say it's definitely not 6 glasses. I would say it's probably maybe upwards of half of that. But the more, like the hotter it is, like over the summer, being outside, walking, working out, you know, in front of the camera, I have to stay hydrated. So I find myself drinking more water. So I was drinking more. Maybe I was getting up to 6. I just never been one to manage it. But more often than not, like when I'm at home, I'm drinking water. When I go to restaurants, I'm going to drink something else, maybe tea. I may have a soda, but I told y'all how I am with the alcohol. That's damn near non-existent. So I drink a lot of tea. I love tea. I'm actually finding myself drinking less of that these days. So definitely want to be conscious of your water intake. Water also is great because it actually helps to prevent the acne. So people make comments about my skin and the clarity and things like that. I drink water. I probably drink more water than what I think I drink. I just don't track it. But it's recommended 6 glasses a day. So just be conscious of, have you drank any water for the day? As I talk about on here, I don't really eat breakfast. So in the morning time, I take my vitamins and I drink water. I got these new vitamins I just bought recently. And it kind of made me sick when I didn't take it with food. So I tried to take that with food. So I'll take that later. But most of the vitamins that I would take, like my vitamin C, my iron, vitamin D, those type of vitamins, I can take them fine on an empty stomach because I don't eat food in the AM. I don't eat food in the AM. That is not the norm for me. I rarely eat food in the AM. If I eat food in the AM, I'm traveling and I'm on a different type of schedule. Like on my business trip, I was eating food in the AM. And on vacation, but at home in my regular life, I do not eat food in the AM. I'm consuming water and my vitamins. So if you got acne, you got issues going on with your skin, up your water game. Up your water game. It will help to it'll help to clear your complexion because hydration supports the body's natural detoxification process. So if you want to naturally detoxify your body, drink your water. Drink your water. It will help you take care of that and get you, get your skin together. Get your skin together. Also, we talked about with the reducing of the puffiness. A sign of puffiness in your body, if any of you have like puffiness in your face and you see it kind of often, that is a sign that your body may be dehydrated. So your body is retaining the water. So your body so the puffiness is the fluid. So it's the water is retaining it. Because it's like, oh, crap, this person's body is dehydrated. So let's try to hold on to this water that we do have because it's almost like it's operate out of desperation. Like, yeah, we don't know when we're going to get some more water. So we finna hold this water right here in your face. We finna hold it in your face because we don't know when we're going to get more of it. Drink more water. Drink more water so your body don't feel like you're dehydrated and it doesn't wonder like when the hell it's going to get water again. Also, water helps to revive the skin elasticity, which prevents it from sagging. How many of you may have sagging skin? I see a lot of times women, because remember, as you're getting older, your elasticity, you're naturally losing that because remember the lack of collagen and all those things. So the water can help to kind of combat that. So drinking that water is going to help you to, reduce that chance or minimize the sagging skin. I see a lot of women and I'll see that their skin is sagging. Typically, they're an older woman, 50s, 60s. But if you drink water, that can help with that so you won't have that as a struggle. The last point that I have is diet. Eating too much sugar and processed carbohydrates like pasta, bread, baked goods can work against you when it comes to your diet. I do not eat a lot of those things. As I've said many times on my channel, any of you ever catch any of my fitness content, I tell you I eat what I want to eat. I just eat it in moderation. So I love sugar like many other people, like the next person, but I don't eat a lot of it. So because I don't eat a lot of it, that has also contributed to how I look. I don't eat a lot of sugar, alcohol, that stuff. It will sit in the belly Y'all know beer belly, that's a real thing. Y'all ever see people where it's like they weight just sit in their stomach, like they might be have it tight everywhere else. I've seen some people, their legs tight, but they just got this big old belly. So that's that sugar that's sitting there. Alcohol or beer is heavy, with the sugar. So if that ain't the look you're going for, pay attention to your sugar intake. Just really monitor that. This, having these excessive amounts of these types of foods in your body can lead to damage to your skin's collagen, which keeps the skin springy and resists wrinkle. So if you don't want them kind of problems and you want to keep your skin tight, you don't want to do things that go against that. You don't want to do things that have you start losing collagen faster than we are anyway, because it's going to happen. It's just part of the aging process. But I'm sharing with you ways to where you can kind of combat that, work to slow that down. Eating a variety of colored fruits and vegetables is optimal. So if you're able to just be conscious about just getting some fruits and vegetables in. I do not get fruits and vegetables in every day, but when I have opportunities, typically if I'm going out to a restaurant and there is an option for a salad, and this is going to be 1 to 2 times a week. If there is an option for a salad for me to get as a side item, I will get the salad. I will get the salad. I noticed when I was on my cruise for a week, they didn't really have, I was surprised, they didn't have like a salad buffet bar. They had every damn thing else, but they didn't have that. But because I wasn't getting my greens in, my body, I felt like I was backed up. Like I felt the difference on my body because I wasn't getting the added, I wasn't getting my greens in. So my body is used to like having that, and I wasn't having that. So I felt like I couldn't wait to get home. I had that same experience, you all, when I went to Paris with my sisters. I went back in, I think 2018, and my body was, y'all, was going into damn shock because everywhere we were going, like it was, because it's next to Italy. So y'all, mostly was eating the Italian food because that was what I could understand. The French food, I didn't understand what it was. The menu would be in French. Me and my sisters, all three of us are kind of picky eaters. We're all three of us are small frame. One of the twins is actually smaller than me. The other twin, she's probably a little bit thicker than me, but we're all small people, healthy weight for our size and age. But I couldn't find greens, and my body, I was starting to feel the impact of not having greens in my body and just eating pastas and pizza, things like that. So your body will tell you when you're lacking something. Pay attention to it. Make sure you're getting greens, vegetables like in your body at least every couple of days, few days, if you can't do it every day. But for me, my body will let me know that, like, okay, you need, like, I can feel like what I need because I'm used to having it. Superfoods, you do want to have products such as eggs, fish, things with omega-3 fatty acids. These are healthy fats. So you want to try to, if you can eat fish, eggs, with the protein. They have beans, beef, like things like, listen, child, I love beans. I've loved beans since I was a child. So I'm eating beans weekly, at least once a week. I'm eating something beans related, as well as beef, like burgers. I love my burgers or a steak. My body craves red meat. I've learned, so my blood type is O positive. I've learned that as an O person with O positive blood type, there's certain things that my body craves, and that's going to be the red meat for the protein. So I'm like, bet that makes sense, because I feel like weekly I have to at least have a burger. I have to have the beef. So y'all not gonna hear me on here talking about I'm going vegan or vegetarian, because I've come to understand what my body, how my body thrives. It wants those things, and I am an example of someone who can have those things and still maintain a healthy size. So again, it's the quantity of what you're eating, even the quality. You got to kind of find a balance between all of that, the quantity and the quality. Portion control. I don't eat a lot of anything that I like. I don't eat a lot of anything I like. I eat small amounts. So that's how I manage my body. Listen, child, listen, I done told y'all what the hell I do. It's either you want to do it or you don't, but that's what it is. It's nothing to it but what to do it. And these are the things that I do. It's a lifestyle for me. I've been doing these things for many years. And listen, it's been working for me. So the only how you know if it'll work for you is if you give them a try. So all I can do is just come out here, share with you all what it is that I do in hopes that it motivate you and inspire you to maybe try something different to see if you can get a different result. If you feel like you're not getting the results that you want with what you're doing. Because sometimes you just got to switch it up. And that includes me too. So that's why, I did my research. I learned some things. And I wanted to come out here and share them all with you because I learned a lot as I was researching, these things that I came out here to tell you. Because, there are things where you're like, well, I know it's beneficial, but you don't really understand the science behind the how and the why and all of that. So I was able to learn that. And I want to come out here to share that with you all so you can incorporate it into your lives. And therefore, you can change the results that you have been getting. Laura says, I am AB and red meat is not me. I do like burgers though. So you have to understand what is for you. Your body will tell you. If your body makes you sick, start rejecting it, child, it is not for me. This is not for me. So you have to figure it out. You have to figure it out. But it's going to be trial and error with anything else. And the things that I've done that I've shared with you all, it's been me trying them out and I'm sharing what has worked. So anything that I've shared with you about what I do, I've been doing it for several months or years. So it has worked for me. So give it a try. We want to take care of ourselves. We want to present the best versions of ourselves. That's what it's about. We are only in competition with ourselves, nobody else. You want to compete against the current version of yourself, and see, what the new version of yourself can give. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. So just figure out, how you can make some adjustments in your life. Sometimes, no, we don't have the answers, and that's okay. It's good to talk to people who may have the answers. So, as I said, I was at dinner. They had questions. Sheik, what do you do? How do you do it? These were people who had questions. I was there to give answers. Now, everyone may not be here for the response because with anything, it takes work, intention, consistency, all of that, and everybody ain't willing to do all that. So it's your job to go out and seek the answers, and it's also your job to do what is necessary in order to get the results you want. That's just with anything, whether it's a job, your body, anything, your relationship. You have to be willing to seek out the knowledge, get the answers, to learn what it is you need to do. And guess what? The next step is to do it. When you do it, you sit back and you see the results. Because with anything, consistency, the results will come. Don't worry about that. The results will come. Just be consistent in what it is you do. And that's that. So those are my tips. I think I gave y'all like 7 of them. Those are my tips. My 7 anti-aging beauty tips of how I've been able to maintain. So I titled this video 44-year-old because my birthday is next Friday, October 25th. I will be 44 years old. And for any of you who are new to my channel, I have 3 children, ages 19, 16, and 14, and I am married. Married for 20 years. So, yes. So when I tell people just about myself, yes, People have a lot of questions. They have a lot of questions. So yes, that's me. That's my resume. My oldest son is the second year in college. So yeah, that's me. That's me. Y'all can let me know if you have any questions about what I said, or even, if you happen to be a part of the replay gang and you catch the replay, drop your questions in the comments. I love questions. I respond to them. I answer them. I acknowledge them. So let me know if you have any questions or if I can help you in any kind of way. If you're trying to work to improve anything, if you're like, Sheik, I've been doing this. This ain't working. Should I do this? Let me know. Let me know, and I'll do the best I can to help you out, because that's just what I do. Make sure you are subscribed to this channel. Make sure you have the notification bell hit so you know when I go live. And also make sure to follow me on my second channel, Sheik Speaks on it. Sheik Speaks, and then add the 2 words on it. That's my second channel. So you can follow me over there. It's a reaction channel. So I react to just viral things, viral moments. Right now, before I went on my business trip, I was talking a lot about Diddy and everything that was going on with him and some other entertainers as well. So follow me over there if you're interested in any of that. And this channel is just heavy, just health related, whether it's mental health, physical fitness. I do live workouts, things like that. So if you want to watch me and see what it is that I do to maintain a healthy body size, you can catch me on some of my live workouts. I don't have a set time I do those, but they're typically in the AM when I do them. But you can also, be a part of the replay gang and check out the replay. But my workouts are anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes. I just show you how you can transform your body in as little as 15 to 20 minutes. It doesn't take a lot. Nothing that I do takes a lot. Everything that I do is just heavy on the consistency. That's what you will come to learn when you follow me on this channel. Everything is about consistency. It's the consistency for me. It's about consistency. So you have to put that in your mind, that you have to be consistent in order to get the results you want in life. So that's what I got, folks. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you have that notification bell on so you know when I go live. And I like to always leave by saying, take care of yourselves and one another. Go out into the world and show up in a way in which you want others to show up for you, meaning exude positive energy. I believe that like attracts like. So if you give off positive energy, you will get that in return. But take care of yourselves. So many times we neglect ourselves because we focus on taking care of everything and everybody, and we neglect ourselves. And guess what? It starts to show up on our bodies. It impacts our mental health, our physical body, our appearance, all of that. How we're aging, stress. I try to manage my exercise. It's a great way to de-stress and regulate stress. Exercise, sleep, drinking your water. All these things that I talked about, they're great for de-stress. So, hey, Hamdi, welcome. They're straight for de-stress. So if you got a lot of stress going on, take some time to just woosah, go for a walk or do an intentional workout, exercise. It doesn't take a lot, 15, 20 minutes, but just step away, because when you start, life be life, and it can start to like show on your body. And that's when a lot of times, you ever notice sometimes with people who come from like environments where it's just rough, a lot of times people who come from like the city and they just live that hard knock life, you notice they'll look older and their body just age. It just seems like their body just ages faster than people who live in different type of environments, maybe environments where it's not as heavy with just crime and violence and things like that. It makes a difference, so you got to take care of yourself. If you're able to reposition and get into better environments, healthier environments, do that because it makes a difference. It makes a difference. So you got to take care of yourself. I'm just an example of somebody who just find opportunities to just feed and pour into myself, take care of myself. Because what they say, if you ain't good, the next person ain't going to be good, the people who depend on you. So I got to take care of myself first in order for those around me to be good, those who depend on me, such as my husband, my kids. Like, I got to take care of me first. So I don't neglect me, and I don't want you to neglect you. So take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. But that's all I have for you all. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. Please like, share, and subscribe. I am Chic, and I will catch you on the next broadcast. Peace.